Hey everyone, meet Karen. Yes, Karen. And this is her 365 days of slow and pressure cooking. She is my favorite by far. All of her recipes are fabulous. In fact, so much that she has a soup that made it on Reddit and became a cult hit. And now everybody just calls it and refers to it as the soup. So I'm thinking, what could be so fabulous about this soup? I mean, it sounds unremarkable to me. Again, this is the name of the soup. That's her website. And again, cult following. I'm gonna kill them. Anyway, so background noise. We've got some diced petite tomatoes, some olive oil, grated Parmesan cheese, half and half or heavy cream, tomato paste, minced garlic, salt and pepper, some basil, yellow onion, flour, some chicken broth, some boneless chicken thighs, and some cheese tortellini with fresh chopped spinach. She says you can also use kale. So I'm following this recipe absolutely to the T. I'm not substituting or changing a thing. Let's see what the big deal is. So it starts out kind of weird, and she even admits that. You're going to take the flour and you're going to put it, the onions in there raw with the garlic. I know it seems odd to me too. And then take the basil along with the tomato paste, and we're going to mix that all up and put it in the microwave for 5 minutes. But first, mix it. I guess this is a thickener, you know. So now pour the olive oil over that, put it in the microwave for 5 minutes, and then add it to the slow cooker, which I've already done here. Yeah, it looks weird, but she said don't worry about it. And now I'm adding the tomatoes. This is pretty much a good dump and go soup. Even though this is an Instant Pot, I will be using it on the slow cooker setting because she does have an Instant Pot recipe for this particular soup, but it's a little different. And the one that made, you know, an internet sensation was the slow cooker style. So I wanted to see the original, you know, what the big deal is about it. So I'm stirring up that weird kind of roux along with the broth and the tomatoes. And then I'm going to add the chicken. Now I really do love boneless chicken thighs, but I've never made them with a soup or a stew. I always grill them. So this will be new for me too. Yeah, in case you guys didn't know, I've never made this before. So we're on an adventure together. So now just adding the salt and pepper, stirring that up a little bit. I'm going to cook this on high, about 4 hours. Because I'm making this later in the afternoon. We want it for supper, so but you can also do it on low, 4 to 6 hours. So whatever time you prefer, but you definitely want to make sure your chicken is done. So my chicken is done. This is after the 4 hours, and I removed it as she said to do and shredded it. Although honestly, I didn't shred mine. As you can see, it's just kind of chunked because I don't have the patience to be shredding no chicken. I'm just saying. And I found that it's not as easy to shred the thighs as it is chicken breast. So now I'm adding the tortellini, and I'm showing you guys it's a 3 cheese tortellini, which I'm not a big fan of, and I find it to be very filling. So this soup, I'll probably take 3 bites of it and be full, but you know, again, true to the recipe. And now I'm adding the chopped spinach. Again, you can use kale. And I warmed up, the Parmesan cheese. I'm warming up the half and half because you want to add that warm, not chilled, or it will curdle. And again, she says you can use heavy cream, whatever. And just going to stir that in, incorporate it. And then you just want to turn the slow cooker back on for another 10 minutes on high, just to allow the tortellini to cook all the way through, because I'm using frozen, but you can use fresh, that's fine. And putting that back on, and now it's ready to serve. So off camera, I tried it, and the general consensus here, although the puppy's loving the smells, it's not bad. I mean, it's a good filling soup. Next time I would probably omit the chicken altogether and I would use a beef tortellini. I don't even think it needs the tortellini, to be honest with you. It was a really good like tomato soup. Do I think it deserves a cult following? No, not so much. Sorry, Karen. It is really good though, so I'm not completely dissing it. Try it. You'll see.